our idea of what class is very different. It's a lived local global history of particular people. So we tell stories rather than give figures. And the figures are integrated into stories. And the stories are about how lives unfold over time, how lives get transformed as a consequence of now quasi-objective forces of history, and how people respond and deal with that. So in that sense it is a unique book, I think. It's unique in the direction of anthropology in the sense that we are drawing a lot of lines within anthropology together around thinking about class and capitalism and social reproduction. And it is entirely original, I think, in relation to other class writings. People are basically evading the concept of class because they associate it with either very stable, let us say, Fordist societies. They associate it with the male blue-collar working class. They associate it with the 19th, 20th century past, rather than with a much more fluid, liquid, as you sometimes hear, present and probably future. What we are trying to do instead is not just leave class behind, but we transform the thinking about class and making it in that sense up to date again. So we try to cut it into shape for a much more diversified, a much more liquid and unstable, fractured, if you like, present. Not just a fractured present in the Euro-American world, but one globally conceived. We want to respond to the crisis of capitalism, the globalization of capitalism, the global crisis, the financial crisis, however you want to call it. On the one hand, place anthropology in the perspective of that and let anthropology talk to it. And in the same move, we want to urge anthropologists to try to deal with these global processes and look at their own particular work. If you want to understand class nowadays, it is very important to put Latin American and Chinese and African and Euro-American, Russian stories in relation to each other. They are part of the same global transformation that is happening. These are very different stories, but part of a global picture.